Have you ever like quarrel about money?
Discussion lah, not quarrel lah. Quarrel a bit. Intense discussion lah, yeah. Hi guys,
we're back.
Hi, my name is Evan.
Hi, I'm Cherie.
Hi, I'm Shellen.
And I'm Joash.
And today we will be talking about this kind of question to ask one meh? Got money no need to work lah, jia hong lah. Jia hong kiao ka what lah.
Hong is eat the
eat win. Eat win.
Shake leg at home.
Every day at home relax no need to do anything, you got money already what. 没有烦恼，对不？this kind of question also need to ask one meh? Then you are?
It's a currency to exchange for other things.
Yeah, to me, it's a tool for me to get what is necessary and what I want.
Agree. So we use money. We don't let money use us, right?
Wow. Professor.
Wow.
Steady.
Why also deep one? I must think one very deep also.
I don't recall that my parents ever tell me what their pay is. I have no such recollection. But they definitely taught the importance of savings. Last time we are young, you save, use money, proper use of money, don't anyhow spend. Right?
Yeah, for myself, because I'm a single mom, so she had to work a few jobs. Although she didn't really tell me how much she earned, but the idea about money has always been that, you have to study hard, then you go out, get a good job. Whenever you bring back your paycheck, you must make sure that you save money and then don't anyhow spend. That's as much as the extent of the money conversation.
For me, my mom is a housewife. So my dad is a sole breadwinner. So since young, my father worked very hard. So he actually take care of the family lah. But then he always tell me this thing. 你的钱不要乱花 Like don't anyhow spend your money lah. So since young, I already have the mindset, money cannot anyhow spend. But at the same time, because he works so hard and then he's only off a day a week, so I see him anyhow spend. Like he will we go out and eat. Maybe let's say there's fish, there's prawn, and he will always order the most atas one, like eat the lobster, or like it's really an enjoyment. So as much as don't anyhow spend, but I do believe one part of it is for enjoyment.
Maybe it's don't anyhow spend for himself, then take the rest of it spend on the family.
Yeah.
But I think we have the same parents lah, because what they all say, my parents also tell me the same thing. But my parents, they don't really anyhow spend. They both work very hard, and every year we will confirm go for holiday one. Whether my result good or bad, confirm go one.
Wow.
So the trip is guaranteed there. I think it's like you need to balance out working hard and enjoyment lah.
We are quite open on that and very transparent. One thing is because we both do investment, right? So we will talk about the company we invest. And then we make sure we don't invest in the same companies. Yeah.
Diversification.
Yes.
Yes, very important, right? Then become all eggs in one basket. Although separated account, but still in the same basket accidentally.
Correct.
Yeah.
So one thing is also we are very transparent. Like sometimes I get bonus or he get incentive, and so we actually use that additional money to give each other a treat and then spend time together. So it's very much on being transparent, and then at the same time know that we have a thought for each other on that. That's how we spend our money also.
So I tell you, my wife will tell you, transparent until can see through.
Wow.
No, it's not a good thing. It's a bad thing. Because basically it's like, I cannot surprise her. She will say, hey, you failure. You always try to surprise me, you can't surprise me. But I think you already know share bank account, share email, how to surprise, very difficult. I scratch my head also. But yes, we definitely share. And we believe that it's a good value. I mean, to be transparent to that degree. She say I don't surprise her. I think I'm going to try something. Her birthday coming out already. Hey, on video.
Yeah lah, we talk about money, but sometimes our concept a bit different one. I give an recent example. That time she showed me a Chanel bracelet or don't know what chain 5,000 plus I thinking, her pay grade can afford. Should I ask her to buy? But on the other part of me, I'm thinking, 5,000 plus. 我去金店买一个比较粗的都没有这样 5,000 plus should ask her to buy or not to buy then I stressed. Then I told her my perspective. The 5,000 plus, you go to any goldsmith shop you can buy a thicker gold chain. Maybe you can buy 2 or 3. So I think you should save that 5,000 plus. Yeah, so I think quite interesting the concept of money, the perception of how we spend things. Yeah, but most importantly is that she gets to know how you think, your thinking process and how you arrive on this answer.
Having said that I mean, having like the different thinking process, right? Have you ever like quarrel about money?
Discussion not quarrel quarrel a bit. Intense discussion Yeah, I have because starting out we don't really understand each other well. So you definitely need to talk it out And mostly if I'm not earning that much I would not spend so much But if I think from a perspective she can afford then I will ask her to buy But then she will say, everything asked you, they asked me to buy. Then I also stuck in the middle. How? Yeah, so then you just need to address the concerns
On this, I actually have similar experience. So, thankfully, my husband and I, we talked a lot of things. We also have intense discussion before. So, what happens after that? Now we are at the after So we have a common goal where we put certain amount and how we want to grow that fund. Then with the rest, that means we put a certain amount of savings every month. So now he knows that I earn a bit more. So in the past he will say that, why do you need to go overseas so much? Why do you spend on this? Why do you spend on that? I was like, why cannot? My question is why cannot? So because we do save, so now we came to a point and a resolution is that whatever we want to build together, as long as we are aligned and that we are on our path, the rest of it he will not interfere. So the decision comes from me, but I can ask him. It's just that it still lies on me whether do I want to buy the Chanel or not. But he will not be the one to say yes or no. Say, you like, you can buy. If you don't, then you don't buy. So I think he also learn to answer smartly. He will throw back the question to me. It's like, okay. Yeah, but I feel that having that goal, it helps us a lot. It's not arguing about it.
True. I strongly agree with this point because me and my partner have been looking at houses Then whenever she look at something that's not necessary but she likes like bag one bag 2,000 plus. Then I tell her, hey, this is the cost of a Samsung fridge. You think about it before you buy. So we got a common goal to work towards too Then maybe Joe, so I'm quite curious how you manage to maintain your relationship for so long, then your money management is so well with your partner.
So thanks for the question. Actually, I tell you, when we were preparing for marriage, right, we went for the marriage preparation, that kind of thing, called counselor, talk to counselor. And the counselor said this, that's why we already got warning already. He say, okay, in Singapore, maybe around the world also, one of the very common reason is finance, that couples will break up. Very common. So already we were alerted to that. We know that this is a very key topic for couples, definitely. But for me, this is how I would say it. What I find that actually all these hot discussions actually comes down to, I feel, is 2 things. Expectation and stress. Expectation and stress. Because a lot of times, you may just imagine if there's no stress, that means there's no financial stress, right? So a lot of this hot discussion won't appear. Because everybody relax really well. No stress. You can cover. You cover. I can cover. I cover. Both of us cannot cover. Stress. Then hot already. So that one is one thing. And the other one is the expectation. Expectation is where the communication part comes in. So it's like, sometimes you don't know, because before you are married, you just manage your own finance. You know yourself best. So don't have to say about expectation. But the moment it become 2 people, then you have to realize, this thing that we are using as a tool it's not just what I expect, things to make me happy, right? So actually, that the statement that we say, don't anyhow spend, right? But still spend. So how to follow that? The anyhow part is the expectation. No? If you never clarify the expectations on what we can spend or what we feel is good to spend on, like the Samsung fridge, then it's considered anyhow. Then you spend, it becomes anyhow spend. But if you clarify already, then it's still is correct spend, not anyhow spend. So this is the two things I would think of: expectation and stress.
I have to agree with the expectation part, because as I mentioned that in my relationship, right, we have a joint account and then we have got our individual account. So I think for us, when the intense discussion happened is the expectation part of should we say each one contribute $1,000 into the common account and then we spend from there? Or should it be a percentage of our income, right? Say, for example, if I only earn 2,000, 1,000 is half my salary already. If you earn 10,000, what is 1,000, right? So that expectation of what do we feel is fair in this contribution, right? Especially when the salary gap is a lot, then that becomes very intense. The expectation of how do you define that joint account, right? Quantum or percentage. So for me, that has always been, I think, the most common topic of that intense discussion is what is fair per se. But the minute we iron it out and then set the right expectation as to if we both like to travel, for example, then we will have to then be very realistic, right? Say, this year we'll only go very short distance, like maybe go JB or go Thailand. And then the following year, we save enough already, then we can go, I don't know, to Europe or to Japan, slightly more expensive. And then once you set the expectation, then I feel it will be better, So it still boils down to, communication, I feel, at the end of the day.
Correct. So that's why when I pay $100 for Mao Sang Wang durian, it's not anyhow spend. Because already we have the expectation.
Justified.
Yeah.
So for now, what we want to achieve is really continue on our investment journey, and then also continue to work hard and hustle using this 10 years. We always have this goal to retire young. But retire doesn't mean that we don't want to work anymore, but it's more of a choice and then having the time freedom. So in the near 10 years, we are looking at traveling the world together.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, for myself, definitely working towards retirement, and at the same time, like you say, it's not like we totally don't want to work and just relax one corner. I think it's more of the freedom and the choice to choose what we want to do. Can be on consultancy basis or project based. So then you still have time. Once you finish a project, you can then take a break and go and travel or do whatever, that your heart desire. So yeah, to me, that's sort of semi-retired. But at the same time, you want to be able to still maintain a certain lifestyle, right? To be able to enjoy that retirement instead of just sitting at home and then so now what? Yeah, so that's for myself right now.
Yeah, ever since I learned some new things, a lot of new things, with my financial investment journey and all that, it's really expanded my wife and myself, our perspective on what is possible. So when you ask me a question wow, what is your big dream? What's your big dream that involves a lot of money or if money is not an issue, right? I believe our answer now is different from last time already. Now our answer is we want to be philanthropists. We want to have so much money that we don't even have to worry about being generous about it. That is our dream. The saying, right? It's you can't give when you don't have, right? What you don't have, right? Yeah. So yeah, we are very, very motivated by that.
That's good.
And that's it for today's session.
We hope we have given you enough insights to talk about sensitive topics such as money with your partners.
And we hope you've liked this session. Please show us some love and subscribe and also add some comments.
So if there's any issue or any topics that you wish to hear us talk about in the future, please feel free to write down below. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Hi
guys, we're back. 人在讲啦。
啊。
Thank you for watching 哈。OK OK。
你们最容易了，你还要怎样现在？
Cannot be watching it podcast